Flooding rains on one side of the country and bushfires on the other. The weather this summer is something to talk about. And the ongoing debate over the climate moves from politics to culture, with some of Australia's top artists taking part in a new exhibition titled Climate Change in Melbourne. Justine Kerr compiled this report.
I guess the idea behind it was to grab together 10 very important Australian artists, ranging in age from 28 right up to 83, and get them to create a work based on the idea of climate change. Most of them were incredibly excited, but found that it was going to be very visually challenging to actually create a work based on the idea. But as you can see from the works, they're absolutely superb and stunning.
Each artist spent a month at least in the studio painting every day, so you're bringing a lot to it. I started to think about the dreams, and one of the really enduring dreams has been the Wizard of Oz. That's an industrialist dream that you can go out and you can find, and the earth is basically going to provide, so it's like going into this huge feast. And so I want to use that particular dream and have it be in a head-on collision with what is now.
I think the Yellow Brick Road in some way kind of invokes the American dream, and we have this city polluted behind, and the dream is over and Dorothy's got nowhere to go. The Yellow Brick Road has stopped. Well, this is an iconic John Olsen painting. You obviously see the beautiful blue sea colours going down to a lighter blue, and the way he's managed to use darker blues to depict the popping blue bottles that are washing up into the shore and that beautiful yellow sand. What we have here is John's memory of growing up on the coast of New South Wales, and him and all his friends running down to the shore and popping the blue bottles along the shoreline. And I think this image for me is about what we can potentially lose, the beauty we have in our world, and what we could potentially lose if we don't do something to change the way we are living.
People used to say to me, like, where's the most amazing place you've been? And I'd say, oh, well, everywhere's amazing for this reason and that reason. And then you go to Antarctica and you go like, yeah, this is it. You know, when I was there and I was taking photographs, you just reach a point where you just like, it just seems ridiculous because you can't ever capture the scale and the grandeur of it. It was almost a year ago today that I was there. The idea of, you know, how do I translate that into a painting, I've been thinking about a lot. And so when Alex asked me if I wanted to be interested in climate change as an exhibition, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to.
Most of Stormy Mills' works are actually quite figurative. He doesn't do a lot of abstract, but I think he's managed to capture the enormity of the Antarctic landscape, the beautiful ice below the bottom and the deep blue skies and oceans behind. It's an absolutely striking piece.
I wanted something you felt like you could experience rather than look at on a wall.
This is an incredibly powerful image for me, probably one of the most striking paintings in the exhibition.
This heroic figure running into the heart of the fire. They're actually trying to save a property here, and it really captures everything about the terror and the scale of the fires. So it was really important to paint it on this grand scale, so you could feel as a viewer, you could step into the scene, you're not watching it, you're actually part of it, you can feel the heat from the flames.
Art expresses the inexpressible. I think that's what the most powerful thing about this show is. This is about using image to get through to people and for them to open up the debate and talk about the issue of climate change.
I think we have a voice. The art's always had a voice in what's happening at any particular time.
This is a exhibition that you go to see and you think about things that are greater than you and that are bigger than you. And
it's really important to be humbled, to realise that for all our ingenious inventions, for all that we've achieved, nature is so powerful.